It's week 4 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. Who knows what we're in store for here on Monday night?
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have two defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They get 25 on that connection. That's enough for a 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
1st and 10. Now former college star over in East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. They put the tight end Brown in motion. From the pistol, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. This is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Geno gonna throw for it. That is caught. He finds Walker. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Lock it on the slant. He's got it. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything.
And he's in! Kenneth Walker for the touchdown. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the visitors will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Lions led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, second in the league in passing a season ago.
Last week was really all about the turnovers. He had some success throwing for 3 touchdowns. At times, the offense was really clicking and had some nice rhythm, but he has to eliminate the turnovers. Anytime that a defense can take the ball away, their odds of winning the game significantly increase. So coming into this game, can he continue to keep the good, continue to trust that passing game to score points and be aggressive on offense, and at the same time, eliminate the bad? That's going to be the key today, and if he can do that, man, this is as good an offense as we've seen in this league. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf. Smith to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. It's Hutch. Aiden Hutchinson, former #2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. Here's a handoff to Walker. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll get this one complete to Brown. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And that will be a first down. Now Walker. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down. Working out of the gun, Smith. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Lockett headed in motion. 2nd down. Smith. That is incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He's got a man. It's Metcalf. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll go. Smith got his man at the 6. And he will score. Tyler Lockett for the score.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the visitors will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready for their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
When you throw on the Detroit Lions tape, Mike, I mean, of course we all know who Amon-Ra St. Brown is, but the best thing about his game is there's really nothing he doesn't do at a high level. Make difficult catches, move the chains. But he's also that big play elite receiver that everybody's looking for. Top 5 in catches, yards, and touchdowns a season ago.
So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. 14-7 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Smith to throw. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On the handoff, this is Walker. He'll manage only a couple. Aiden Hutchinson, the former first-rounder, in on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Gino. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Williams in motion. From the gun, it's Goff. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The Lions will punt this ball away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Geno. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. Here's 2nd and 6. Geno to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Play action now. It's Geno. He'll get this complete to Walker. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Goff to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Goff. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Big Leonard Williams that time forces his way in for the sack. Oh, not a good punt there. This is a duck. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They put the tight end Brown in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Smith. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Walker. He's inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Kenneth Walker has a touchdown. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kick is good.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Goff. Quick slant caught by St. Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. This one caught by Patrick. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. To the outside, that's St. Brown.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This about as short as you can get. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will cut the lead down to 4.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A 1st down throw for Smith. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards for the touchdown.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
Now the point after try from Myers. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this 1st half as they extend the lead.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and the big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. Michael Penix sharp in the victory as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year. They claim victory number 1. From there, we're out to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Commanders. Noah Brown leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan Kenneth Walker. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now, Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
By the end of last season, Mike, on that NFC Championship run of the Detroit Lions, Jahmyr Gibbs really found his stride. They can do so many different things with him, run game, pass game, no matter how you do it. When you get the ball into this kid's hands, he can do a lot.
That's caught by Gibbs. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Patrick motioning here. A second down throw for Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. He is in. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown. All right, so ultimately, it's a successful play. That's a win for the defense. But that was very close, Mike, to being a 4-point swing. So instead of the offense securing 2 points on that try, if he's able to secure that interception and take it the other way, he would have gotten 2 points for the defense.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They put the tight end Brown in motion. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Smith. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be third down. From the gun, it's Gino. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
A second down throw for Smith. Lock it on the slant. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Smith will give it to Charbonnet. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Smith to throw. And that is incomplete.
Throughout his entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's got even stronger now here in the second.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. Now it is first and goal. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And this is incomplete, but it looked like that defender got a head start. Let's check the call.
Still first down.
So the penalty sets up this offense for first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Myers now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the visitors will extend this third quarter lead.
Lions 23. Michael Dixon is set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On play action, Goff. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. From the gun, it's Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
They'll throw here on third and short. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a first down. Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On second down, Goff gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Here's the Lions punt team now. Oh, a miss hit there off the side of his foot. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Smith now. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Smith, quick one to Metcalf. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Walker. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, Smith finding room at midfield. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Results in a 1st down.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. He's into the clear again. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. Result is a 1st down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, it is Walker. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. On 2nd down, Smith. Adds to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Smith. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he is very close to the 1st down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
That's taken in. And he's got another one. Kenneth Walker for the touchdown. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in 1 game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now the point after try from Myers. It's up and good. And the visitors will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Michael Dixon is set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now headed back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll go right and find his running back. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Throwing on second down, Goff. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's going to have the Lions first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down. On first down, it's Goff. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Goff to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
That is caught side of the end zone. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike. We say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Walker. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. They run with Walker. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get on it to keep possession. And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay that he's stopped the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there.
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Quick throw here is complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Walker. And he'll work this into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line, taken down after a gain of 5.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
They'll try to run. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the visitors are able to extend the lead.
Visitors 49, Lions 30. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So it's a win for our visitors. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from downtown Detroit.